Hi, I'm Susan Markey. My brother Steve Markey was murdered on June 11, 2019. My family has experienced inexplicable pain and tragedy as a result of the actions of Husayn Braveheart. Mary Moriarty has decided that my brother's life does not justify a sentence in prison, and his death is best punished by probation. It's deeply wrong for multiple reasons. First of all, these positions are inconsistent with the positions that the county attorney's office has taken in all the stages of this prosecution. It's inconsistent with the positions that they've taken related to the co-defendant. The Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals thought that he was dangerous and should be deemed to be an adult. I asked that Mary Moriarty stop trying to back-channel this decision around the Supreme Court to try to let this person roam the streets and endanger everyone in Minneapolis and in Hennepin County. This represents a large change in position from her office, moving to the decision of which we were notified late Friday morning that they would be giving him probation. And I think that it's an absolute outrage, and it's devastating to my family, and it's devastating to all the people in the county.
Susan, because we didn't have the cameras in the court, can you just kind of explain, you guys came here today and asked the judge to reject the plea. Can you just kind of put some of that narrative into words for us?
Sure, yeah. Purportedly, on behalf of the people of this county of Hennepin, Mary Moriarty negotiated a plea agreement with the defense attorney, meaning that the defendant, Husayn Braveheart, would receive probation with a stayed sentence. My family deeply objects to that plea agreement. We've been quite clear with Mary Moriarty, with her employees, that we object to that negotiation and we do not support it. We came to court today to request that the judge rejects the negotiated plea agreement, and instead gives Mr. Braveheart an appropriate sentence for the murder of my brother.
Now, are you hopeful that he will do that?
It's very unusual for a judge to reject a negotiated plea. In my legal experience, it only happens in rare circumstances. I would suggest that these are those rare circumstances. My brother was in his car in the middle of the day when he was murdered for a crappy car that he would have given them for nothing. And I think that those facts, the fact that he was murdered when there were numerous witnesses, numerous people around in the middle of the day, justifies a more significant sentence, particularly when it was followed by additional criminal carjackings and threats of killing other people. And burglary.
We had another family in this courthouse not too long ago ask the Attorney General and the Governor to step in. I know you did not have much time over the last few days, but did you think about that? You're the legal minds, is there any channel still left open for you guys to pursue in your estimation?
The first thing I want to say is the Zaria McKeever family also experienced a travesty of justice under Mary Moriarty's political opinions about how to do her job. She was hired to be a prosecutor, and a prosecutor's job is to prosecute people. She wants to continue to act as if she's the public defender. We have deep sympathy for the McKeever family. They didn't deserve what happened to them, and I'm very glad that Governor Walz and Keith Ellison stepped in. We certainly would love it if they would like to do that in this case as well, and I hope that anyone that could help make that happen would contact me.
Just one more thing that I think everyone mentioned was you believe that Braveheart was the mastermind or the primary actor, even though the county attorney says that the bullet fired by the other defendant is the one that caused the death.
Do you care if someone shoots someone you love who shot first, or how much? Because I can tell you it's excruciatingly painful to me to be told that one shot at my brother didn't matter and the other one did. And Mr. Braveheart was a more experienced criminal. He had previously held the guns in all of their interactions. He arranged to obtain the guns. He was the one that initiated the plan to burglarize people and carjack people. Thanks, Mom. And he was more sophisticated than Mr. Osmond, who had some mental delays and appeared to be more of a follower, and also, honestly, who appeared to be more remorseful.
He did apologize.
He did apologize to our family.
And he got 21 years in prison.
He was only months older, too. I mean, if there's
Just
some element of age.
Wait, I have one more thing to say, too. Okay. I've spent a lot of time in homicide support groups since the death of my murder. And I want to say that first of all, I encourage Mary Moriarty to spend time with victims, learning about what the victim experience is like, because I would suggest that she does not know what it's like. And I have listened to countless Black mothers cry for their sons that were shot because no one would do anything about it. So if you think that social justice is not punishing murderers, I don't think that you're listening to the voices that have to live in dangerous neighborhoods and live with the death of their children. And not all of them have the same resources that I have or the ability to speak to the court and the press. So I also want that to be taken into account.
Nothing else?
That's it.